So it's now been a few nights since I did that last bit of editing, and I have done some final checks. 2 nights on the trot, I've just had a look at the route and I am now happy with it. So this is how I go about entering the audax. First of all, I'm going to press export. I'm going to choose GPX, that's my favourite format. Again, dialog box opens. Save file, there you go, it's gone up to my files. I'm going to take it out on my desktop now, there's the file. Close it off. What I need to do with that file, the AUK's DIY software would not accept a file that big, as 1.26 megabits. I need to reduce it in size. So how I go about that is I right click, get a drop down menu, and here about halfway down it says send to, and that is a compressed folder. In effect I'm zipping it. If I press that now, it will appear somewhere on my desktop screen. There you go, it's just appeared down there. So that's the file I'm actually going to be submitting. So I'm now ready for the submission. So at this stage I've got 2 pages open. I've got the route here with all the details, and I've made sure it's in the kilometre, the metric format. I'll show you why in a minute. And I've also got the Audax UK homepage open, so the address for that is aukweb.net. You'll see on the left hand side down here there's these a column of links. So if we go to DIY perms and ECEs, ECE stands for extended calendar event, click that, and then that gives you a sub menu there, tells you how to DIY. I'm going to click here, how to enter. I've already bulk purchased some brevet cards. If you need brevet cards, that's where you go to buy them, that one there. So just a quick little bit about the history. So until about 18 months ago, the format to enter was what was called the advisory route system, where you literally just listed a set of controls. These were places that you had to pass through for the route to be validated, and then it was up to you to work the route out. This system, the new mandatory route, is much easier. You literally just submit the route you plan to ride, and then you are expected to stick to it, hence the name mandatory. The benefits more than outweigh very minor disadvantages, so that's what this video is based on. Then it would invite me to log in. So that's now opened up my own personalised entry form. This is just a sheet of paper obscuring my own personal details, which are not really relevant to this. So first of all, here I go to the DIY organiser, and because I'm in the southwest England area, I choose Tony Hull. Next I select the distance. Now this is where it's a bit complex for this distance. There's no recorded 1200. I've contacted the organiser and he's instructed me how he wishes me to enter this, so I'm going to choose 1,000 kilometres. Here's the date. Again, it's quite a way in advance, but I want this entered. It just shows the commitment really. Take it through till June 2018. I'm starting on Monday the 18th. There you go. That's my start control. It remembers my own personal address. Now this is why you need the other page open. It's going to ask you for the actual total distance here. So I'm going to go back and open the map up. There you go, 1202. So I'm going to type in 1202. And then here's where I upload the file. So if I go to browse, it should take me to my desktop. This is everything that's on my desktop. There it is, the Solstice file there. If I double click that, Solstice 1200 compressed zip folder. There you go, and it's come up there. Solstice 1200 zip. Now, even though this is not the old system where you put in controls, the new mandatory system does require you to put controls in, just places anywhere. along the route, spaced out somewhere between 80 and 100 kilometers. So again, I'm going to open the route up, start zooming in. So back to the entry form. Now normally I would put my first control in there. You don't put your start point because that's already been recorded above. But Tony has actually asked me, because this is an unconventional distance, to actually just write in that first control box that this is a 1200 kilometre ride. So there you go, I've made it clear. This is a 1200 kilometre distance event. Normally I wouldn't do that, I would just choose from the drop down menu. So the first control is actually now going in the second box. So I'm going to have to put in control points every 120, 150 kilometers just to actually get the required amount in. So I'm going to have a go going around the route now. And you'll see along the route there will be distance points every 25 kilometers. So first one, I'll probably make Woodstock. So the next one's going to be about 250 Cambridge. So here we go, completed form, ready to submit. So in the first column, I wouldn't normally do this, but this is an exceptional event. I've listed this is a 1200 kilometer distance event. Then I've spaced out the controls the best I can to fit in A11. So I've put Woodstock, Cambridge, Great Yarmouth, Salters Load, Market Harbour, Premier Inn, Sheepy Magna, love that name, Shrewsbury, Aberystwyth, Llandovery, Monmouth, and then finally the last one is the finish, that's my house. And then in the other information box, it's not compulsory to put anything in here, but because I buy my brevies, my virtual brevet cards in bulk form, just for my reference, and I hope it helps Tony as well, the organiser, he's a lovely guy. I just always record which number brevet is. It helps keep track. So I'll get, once I submit this, I'll get a copy of it in an email, and in a few weeks time, if I've forgotten what number I'm on, I could just always go back and refer to this. And I like to think it helps Tony as well, and I've just acknowledged here for he's a fantastic guy. I always like to just acknowledge when he helps me. So I'm ready to submit this. Okay, so final check. Big moment of pressing the submit button. Here we go, down the bottom. I'm asking me to confirm I want to submit this. Here we go, the big commitment, pressing OK. And there you go, instant copy of all the submission entries. And also there's the virtual brevet card there. Now you see on here, look, it's given me 84 hours and 3 minutes. That's about 6 hours difference. So it shows why you really need to do your own calculations with the longer distances. I would get an email to confirm this shortly. So as I was just checking that virtual brevet on the AUK website, I got an email ping straight away to sort of say I got a copy of it. So here we are, there's the virtual brevet which is attached to this email. So just to clarify, I never ever carry any physical or paper brevet card. It's all online, so it's recorded in the system. I don't have to worry about carrying it or queuing up to get a bit of paper stamped in a cafe somewhere. When I finish the ride, I simply click that link there, the track log uploader, and I just submit my GPX file. I'll actually show you that in a different video, how I go about putting all the different files together and submitting it. So it really is paper and hassle free. So just before I do go on this video, I'd just like to sort of acknowledge this comment I got from the first video. Actually, it's from Bongo Bob 27, and this is what I love about sharing information on the internet, because Bob's shared some with me. And so his message is, Andy, good call with the Travelodge at Thetford. Don't forget to visit the Captain Mainwaring statue sitting on the park bench, as it's next door to the Travelodge. I didn't know that, I do now, and I would definitely be visiting that. I'm a huge Dad's Army fan, and I'm a huge Arthur Lowe fan. I think he's one of the most underrated actors this country ever produced. So thanks very much for that, Bob. So on that note, till next time.